To black men, to my brothers, I want you to understand that it is great that we have these militia talks, this black army building talk, this black unification talk. It's all great. But I also want you to understand the other side. I also want you to understand the reality. The reality of it is us trying to defend ourselves, us trying to emancipate ourselves, whether if it be mentally, emotionally, or physically, from this nation, us trying to do our own thing has always been considered in America as trying to take from America. So I want you to understand that at some point in time, regardless to whether if it's at the beginning or whether we've made big strides in the future from it, we may end up with a lot of brothers that become unalived from us trying to build this militia and build this military. We may end up enemies of this country. We may end up fugitives. This is something you might have to prepare for. You need to understand that this talk is not small talk. This is what our ancestors always intended. This is what our ancestors wanted us to be, a united, liberated, independent people. And I need you to understand that the laws that are in place to keep you slave, to keep you with a certain level of the illusion of freedom. It is not, these laws are not there or present to liberate, to unify, to give you any true level of freedom. These laws are in place to keep you enslaved to a system created by people that also want you enslaved. So I want you to think real hard about the other side of this conversation as well, because I want brothers to come together to start defending the black family. I want brothers to come together to start taking up arms and training together and really uniting and really looking out for each other. But I also don't want to sell you any fairy tales, because I want you to understand, what if we end up having to go live in the woods? What if we end up having to go out, walking out into the desert and build our own community from scratch? What if we end up having to become fugitives for real? Because America doesn't want to be receptive to our liberation. These are things I need for you all to think about when we have these talks. These are talks that I've had internally within myself time and time again, asking myself, are you ready to be an enemy of the country? Are you ready, if necessary, if need be, are you ready to be a fugitive? My answer has always been yes. But understand, none of us brothers, none of us can do it alone. We are facing an empire that is funded, an empire that is strengthened, an empire that is empowered, an empire that is unified. They have sellouts of all different races waiting to do the clan member supremacist bidding for them. I want everybody to understand what the goal should be for black men going forward. If you are a pro-black man or a pro-black woman, going forward, what you need to do is either A, get in contact with me if you are in Texas. If you are in Texas, we could train together. We could put our money together. We could buy land together. We can surround ourselves with each other. For those of you outside of Texas, get in contact with your brothers and sisters around you. I don't care if I need to go take a tour around to Louisiana, to Georgia, everywhere in this country, and I will fight each and every one of y'all to stop ignoring each other and treating each other like you don't see each other, when you know we black in this country, we need each other.